tickled my mind. And he said, what if Very Dark Man's arrest was intentional, was political? And I got thinking. He said, because few weeks ago, the president of NAN, National Association of Nigerian Students, made an allegation that his president's son abducted him, tortured him, and inflicted physical injuries on him while videoing his nudity for purpose of blackmail, and he was offered 100 million naira. Now that's huge. That is very, very huge. All of a sudden, somebody must have come up with the idea, what can we do to take the society's attention off this scandal? And Very Dark Man was arrested. It may look like a conspiracy theory, but it sounds tenable to me. It sounds what can happen, because we are living in a Nigeria where people who control the system of power, rather than providing solution to the many daunting challenges that Nigeria has, they are bringing criminal expertise to achieving very criminal objectives, while placing the very interests of Nigerians abe. Now, the most funny thing is that the recipients of this criminal ineptitude are those saying that Tinubu till 2031, Igbo will never be, Peter Obi will never be president. Like I said in my previous video, who cares? Who cares? I'm not the one crying Ebinkpami. I'm not the one crying Munaji Nyuwa. Like I said, we from that region that you want to suppress, we will never beg. But that is not the essence of this video. The essence of this video is, could the abduction of Very Dark Man be related to turn the country's eye so that they don't focus on the allegation meted on Sheyi Tinubu? This is a country that I believe anything can happen. So anything anybody says to me can pass, can actually pass. I want to tell you, let me use this opportunity to say again, that the future now rests squarely on Nigerians realizing that it is between the masses, the ones who have their senses still intact, versus the criminal politician enterprise. You must understand that. If you are still engaged in the fight of Igbo will never be president, Yamiri will never be president, Christian will never be president, Yoruba till 28 years, if that is what you are still engaged in, clearly you have a very, very, very low IQ. I've seen a lot of comments on my ideas. I've learned not to start engaging them, because clearly you'll be reducing yourself to the level of intelligence. So I take myself back. But the truth still remains here, that the war between now and 2027 is between the masses and the politically criminal enterprise that these Tinubu's government has come to force down our throat. You have to be wise. I can't beg you to be wise. Wisdom is free. You just have to get it. Like Goodluck Jonathan said, it is easier to wake somebody who is truly asleep than to wake somebody who is pretending to sleep. Now we have those who are pretending to sleep, championing. Now I've also noticed that a lot of bloggers have been approached. I have been approached. Yes. Please, if you have been approached to take some money in order to begin to sell narrative on your blog to promote this administration, if you actually believe that this administration is good from your conviction, no problem. I don't have a problem with that. But if you know this administration does not mean well to the future of our children and children yet unborn, and yet you are telling lies to promote it, you know you have your conscience to blame. You know you are doing what is wrong. Please stop it. For me, this administration is by far the worst thing that has happened to Nigeria, and it must be stopped. And it can only be stopped by a collective agreement of the remaining sane people that make up the bulk of the masses.
To the CEO of GT Bank and EFCC, I'm the mama with the big bag, and this is a direct contact from the United States of America. Free Very Dark Man before Monday evening, or a letter will be sent by the U.S. military. This is a warning and not an AI video.
See, when you are revolutionary and you talk the truth, people will come and slap you down. Then you talk the truth again, they lock you in jail. Then when you are very strong and you talk again, They may kill you. They may even burn your house down. Like they burnt my house down at home. Now, when they burn my house finished, some friends who are very Africans, they are very afraid of lying. Hey, fella, you sell. Don't talk truth again. You see, they come and tell you not to say the truth again. Then I tell them and say, them never hear anything at all. Then go hear pansa pansa.
Happy Sunday to you all. Please, I want to say something. I want to bring my voice down now to say something. There are things we do in this land that doesn't fit us. Someone will open his mouth and say something, and you know what he said, you don't like it. What will you do? Take him to court. Let him go and defend what he said. Gaskia. Exactly. Now, you arrested someone like a thief, like someone who, a kidnapper they are looking for years. That's how you arrested him, which is very bad. This is not how government works. That young man is someone I know that if you invite him, he will come. He will go. But he will say, Nigerians, they invited me, I am going. You have arrested him, put him in jail many times. And he came out. Because he's saying the truth. He's not against any law. For crying out loud, we are in democracy. I believe that's what we are practicing. Democracy, right? In my language, it's called Ochichi Onye Kuchiya, say your mind. But now no one can say their mind. Why? You should make it an autocratic government automatically. Let's just know. Let's just declare it. Let's just know so that we can keep our mouth shut. So we can stop saying anything. But you said it's democracy. If someone says something that you don't like, take the person to court. Let him defend himself. If the person is faulty, he go in for it. Yes. This is how it's supposed to be. Let's not put in this country face or painting this country bad in the face of the world. The only crime by posting on the internet is when EFCC catch Yahoo boys. They will paste it everywhere, spoiling the image of the country, thinking that Nigeria is the only country that they do all this their nonsense. Yes, what they do is very bad. But other countries do that. You have never seen them paint their citizen like that. Just to show the whole world that you're working. That's why you're doing this. You post boys everywhere. Since you have been arresting them, releasing them, what job have you provided for them? That's a question. That's a question. The most thing is you release them, provide job, put them on something, give them skill, rehabilitate them, change their mindset from that same thing they are doing. No, you release them and go to their house, give them back their gadgets. This or take their gadgets and their cars, they will start again. Because they will not stop. Because there's nothing there for them to do. You want them to go back home hungry after testing wealth, after testing money. You want them to go home back hungry? No, they will keep doing it. If you want to stop something, take your time, stop it, work on it, stop it. Let's fix this country. Not about election. Who is going to win? Who's not going to win? Everybody's hungry now. Yes, everyone is hungry. But when it comes to voting, election, they will divide everybody. You become a Muslim, I'll become a Christian, you will become a traditionalist, this one will become this one become that, this one become Yoruba, this one become Hausa, this one now become Igbo. We'll be fighting. But after the election, everybody will start suffering at the same time. We'll buy the same thing at the same price. Everybody's crying at the same time. But when it comes to election, you will see some people shouting, it's Yoruba man. I want Yoruba man, I want Hausa man. No. Youth, stand up. Stand up. Let us be wise. Be wise. Be wise. You see what is happening in Burkina Faso? That young man said no. Whatever that will happen, let it happen. And their country are happy. See what he's doing everywhere. Industrializing the country. If this country is all right, why people are traveling everywhere? Why do you see Nigerian people everywhere? But inside that equatorial Guinea is not. But many bad countries. But Cote d'Ivoire, all of them, our people are there suffering. Girls there suffering. They will tell them they're taking them to abroad. The next thing you will see, when they get to that place, they'll be show them another business that they didn't tell them. They will start doing another thing. They don't have a way. They will seize their phone, do everything. They will not have. No, I will leave this for another day. I will leave it for another day. I'll talk about it next time. Please, Please, Nigerian government, your citizens are pleading. Fix this country for us. Fix this country for us. Please, we are not finding it funny anymore. We are not finding it funny anymore. Please, and release that your man. I still stand on my word. Tomorrow, I am going to GT Bank to close my account. I am withdrawing everything. The luck they have is that I don't have their app. I don't use their app. Understand? The luck they have is that I don't use their app. If I use their app, I would have already transferred everything. Since they are the tools they use against a man, a boy, who is fighting for injustice, the voiceless, the voice of the voiceless. Someone who has been helping people all around, putting smiles on people's face, making sure that the poor people are smiling.
The cat known as Very Dark Man. I don't know him personally, I only ever see his works. And all I see is another Nigerian who has spoken as a victim of Nigeria and has spoken up for victims of Nigeria. People have different interpretation as to his motivation or who he is. It's none of my business. The important thing for me is that if the evil that has been done against him is legitimized by either our silence or by us explaining it on account of the fact that we don't like the person or we take exception to the way they do their things, we become complicit in the evil system because then we normalize it. If you find tolerance for the evil that has been done, I don't know who are involved. The story is that he went to a bank and he was abducted within that bank with the connivance of the bank. I don't know which one is true. But one thing is, if we have to start guessing why a citizen has been deprived of his liberties, then we obviously aren't in a democracy and we are certainly not in a place that is ruled by law. I condemn in its entirety and I demand, like everyone else who still says of a brain, that he should be released forthwith and the public be told exactly what his sins are that has earned him this. We can walk and chew gum at the same time. Some people have been saying this is a distraction. You can only be distracted when you don't have a purpose. We can demand that a person who is being unjustly restrained or incarcerated be released without losing sight of the ultimate purpose of finding liberty for the victims of Nigeria. So I join myself to the call and demand that Very Dark Man be released forthwith. I look at the objective realities of the Nigerian and I came to the inescapable conclusion, drawn from the evidences of my own senses. My eyes, what I'm seeing, my capacity to think, what I can see in my mind's eye. I'm a rational mind, I'm trained as a lawyer. The summation of the evidence that I see in front of me, the facts, undisputed evidence, glaring, uncontroverted evidence of my eyes, I see that Nigeria will die if it keeps going on its current trajectories. And the more I looked at it, the more I realized that long before I was born, way after I had been born, all through my lifetime, there have been persons who have spoken consistently to the unsustainable pathway that Nigeria has elected to walk, and they've all been ignored. But I am a student of history and I seek to learn the lessons of history, and looking through history, I became convinced, and I am now convinced beyond reasonable doubt, that some people did set out to kill the Nigerian state as illusory as it already was. They still wanted it dead so that something different would replace the illusion that we have all lived with. I have spent way too much time speaking to the foundational issues for me to start going over everything today. So I would advise that those of you whose quest is knowledge should take out the time. I have made the book, The Imperatives of the Nigerian Revolution, free to all. You can download it free on my website, telefarotimi.com. It's at no cost. Download it so that you will have understanding.
Hello, EFCC. This is a serious warning, and I hope you guys listen very well. You cannot arrest Very Dark Man, a freedom fighter, like a Tory's leader. You guys should free Very Dark Man within the next 48 hours.
Currently here at the EFCC headquarters, trying to get food to go and see VDM.
Yes, so we need food to feed the body that takes the pain.
The body that took the beating.
It needs to eat.
It needs to eat.
Mangoes.
Drop the mango out there. Okay. Man, they come back. What's happening? What's happening? Bro, what's happening? Say anything? Come on, here you come.
I say standing order.
Say
standing order day that nobody see him for today. Even food. Nobody can't give him food. Say them they'll give him food. So give him food.
Wait, say they'll give him food. Now them won't give him food.
Say man know about food. Say them in go chop for them. Who know worry about food.
Now them won't give him food.
Now them now won't give them food.
Share when I see this when I talk see they plan to do what they want to do. No more they go. No wala. Nigerians like more they go. No wala. What's happening? Eh? You know the dog? You know what you have this? What you have there? Say
standing order to not give him food, to not see him,
to
not open his cell. Capiche? Nobody can see him until we talk to that CIO
on Monday, and that's only on Monday.
Wait. So now as we stand like this now, what do you go do?
We'll try.
Now they will give him food. So anyway, go
no, me, I don't tell them, so we don't really trust anything with them. We'll try to get that guy number, call him, try reason with him.
No one, anything with the
no problem. Where your phone?